fate. Here in Fairfield, 6,000 are out of power. So today, the town's first selectman met here with UI officials to discuss what he calls seriously flawed communications. On Sunday, during the peak of the storm, 158,000 UI customers across the state were without power. While UI has crews working around the clock, Fairfield's first selectman says customers have been in the dark when it comes to getting information. He says UI has failed to update customers on the company's progress.
What's the plan? How do we tell folks when they will be back? You know where your crews are, you know what circuits they're working on, you know what addresses they're going to bring back. Can we get that information to tell people, hey, they're working on your circuit, it looks like that'll be coming back tomorrow. No, we're not working on your circuit, that's prioritized down the line. If you've got this list of priorities, can we get that out to people so we know what it is?
Yep. And the answer is yes, but not right this moment. And there's a
UI says the storm has overwhelmed its system. The company has 220 crews from across the country dispatched in the field, working 16-hour shifts.
We were overwhelmed by the magnitude of the storm, but just to give a little bit of perspective, we have approximately 3,000 trees that are down across our region. Some of those trees may be taking out 1 or 2 customers, but others are taking out potentially thousands of customers.
The first selectman says he's talked to a handful of mayors who say UI's lack of communication is felt statewide.
One of the problems has been there's been no feedback from the field as to where people are, who's working at what street, and we can't find that out. So when somebody says, where's UI, we don't have an answer for them.
Company officials say they're prioritizing power lines that will restore power to the greatest number of people.
Some of the towns that have a lot of trees, some of the more rural areas, we have a lot of devastation that's very close to customers that impacts just a few customers. So those will be the last outages that will probably take well into the weekend and maybe in the early part of next week before every customer is back on.
After being pressed about their communication issues, UI officials in here stated that by tomorrow they hope to update their systems to be able to let folks know when they can expect to get their power back. Reporting on the scene in Fairfield, Allie Reed, News 8.